opinions of your boy Derrick are those of the host and does not necessarily reflect that of the Nighthawk Network or the views and opinions of its associate members. Viewer and listening discretion is advised.
Hey, bitches.
And now, once again, from the iconic city of Baltimore, we bring you season 2 of Helena Hologram. Hey, bitches. Let's talk about it.
Hey, bitches. What's going on? Welcome. Welcome to Hey Bitches Live. I'm your guest host, your boy Derrick. I'm sitting in for Helena. She will be back on Monday, January the 3rd for Hey Bitches Live. Season 1, not 2. Season 3. I'm excited about that. We all welcome you here. I do again apologize for not being available last week, but I thank God that I'm at a point in a time and an age in my life that I have to most definitely take my health as seriously as possible. And last week I wasn't up to doing a show, and instead of just giving you a piece of the show, I decided not to do the show because I wasn't at 100%, and I would like to give you my best at all times. But anyway, I'm here tonight, bitches. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? As always, we most definitely have to give out wonderful thanks to our wonderful sponsors here on Hey Bitches Live and the Remix, the Nighthawk Network, which I'm a member of, a proud member of the Nighthawk Network since you're feeling the date. um, my little brother Eric Butler, and of course the one and only Washington Consulting Group. Without you guys, there would be no us. I'm grateful for you guys. I'm forever so grateful. I'm just so thankful for you guys taking on the task of being a sponsor for my show. I'm grateful. I don't know. I'm just elated. I'm just excited just to still be here living in the land of the living. Sometimes I think we take so much for granted. We just think that tomorrow we're going to wake up and everything is going to be fine, and we're going to have articulation of speech, and we're going to have activities of our limbs and things of that nature. But that's not always a fact. But last week I got a hey Nisi Poo, my health did something, and I wasn't able to do what I normally do. So, and taking my health serious, I had to pause the show for a Monday, get myself together. I'm not 100%, but I'm a lot better than I was last Monday, um, which um which is very good. Nighthawk Network, our voices, our people, reviving the village. I think that that's something we all need to think. That's something we all need to do. But not listen to y'all. I might get a little more, but let me tell y'all something. I just think we as people, we just take so much for granted, and we just think that you know I can do this tomorrow, or I can do this the next day, and I can. But that's not the case. Um, I'm on a I'm in a space right now where I just think that we need to be very concerned about our well-being at all given point in time, especially my African American brothers, who unfortunately most of us won't even take time to even go to go to the doctors unless there's something seriously wrong with us. I mean, if you were to do a poll right now, I can guarantee if you ask most black men when the last time they had a physical, and that's you're right. We have to live in the moment, and we have to live every moment like it's our last moment because tomorrow's not promised. We sit around and we think, well, we're gonna have this, we're gonna have this, we're gonna have this, we're gonna have this, and it's not a guarantee. And last week made me take a deep look at myself and a deep look at everything. And if I'm not in a good healthy space, then there's no way possible I can bring you a good healthy show. But I'm here tonight and we're gonna do the damn thing, okay? You know what I'm saying? Um, on Mondays we always have to start off with the recap of the NFL games for last week. Um, well, I say last week. Well, depending on who you are, some people consider Sunday the first day of the week. Some people consider Sunday the last day of the week. So depending on who you are, I consider it the last day of the week. I guess I don't know, but it's Sunday. Shit, I don't care what day of the week it is. It's the day of the week. Um, we had some very exciting football games. Like I said to all of my sports people, just like I said, I think this has been probably one of the most competitive football NFL football seasons that I've seen in a long time. When I say a long time, I mean a long time. In years past, by the time we got to this point in the season, we already knew who was going to the playoffs, who was going to the who was going to make to the playoffs. We knew who was going to get the wild card spots. We don't know any of that. I mean, this season has just been up and down. But I will give props to the Arizona Cardinals because they are doing the thing. I'll give props to Tennessee Titans. Um, of course, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But like I said, this season is up in the air, and I am excited. Um, I guess when I think of the playoffs, I think the playoffs is like the start of a whole new season because everything you've done before the playoffs is irrelevant. You could have been undefeated, and you get to the playoffs and you get knocked out. So how important was that undefeated record? So that's how I look at it. Once you get in the playoff, you're in a different space, you're in a different zone, and everything that happened before the playoffs is like irrelevant. It's like everybody's starting off with a clean slate. Blessed today. And I'm not gonna talk about that because that's gonna make me cry. I'm not gonna talk about that. Yes, and I will say the college basketball season. I say teasing. Ha! Okay. The college basketball season. This far as far as the women's college basketball is concerned, them girls are playing some ball. Do you hear me? Them girls are playing some ball. I give big ups to South Carolina and their coach Darn Staley. I give y'all big ups. You know, when you think of college basketball, you can never leave out Connecticut. I mean, I've been around for a minute. When I started watching women's college basketball, they had powerhouses like Louisiana Tech, Tennessee. Tennessee has always been a God rest her soul. I will always give major props and kudos to may she rest in peace, Pat Summit. Phenomenal basketball coach, phenomenal woman. Yeah, I'll give the Yukon Huskies. You can never count them out. Um, And I can guarantee you that if you guys are ever in your time looking for an opportunity to hear some good sports knowledge, you'll need to join my little brother Eric Buckner and my little brother Hugh Lee to a Game Time Audible every Wednesday at 8 o'clock p.m. here on YouTube and Facebook Live. It's a good show, and it's a very interactive show. It's not a show that is only hey niece. It's not a show that's only host driven. You know what I'm saying? You have a lot of shows that everything about the show, host this, host that, host this. You get all these comments, and people be on your show. They put in 15 comments, and 2 hours later, you haven't read not one damn comment, and that's not what I do. I try to make it a point to let you guys know how important that your comments are to me. So, like I said, if anybody that ever comes on Hey Bitches Live with a remix, and you guys are looking for that sports plug, I throw in sports here and there. I'm gonna throw in one sports thing real quick. That's that really has me. I'm gonna say has me boggled. I'm not gonna say it has me complex because I'm trying to figure out. Um, it says that the United States gymnast and a USOPC reached a $380 million settlement for the victims who went through all of that mental and physical abuse at the hands of their doctor. But I'm sitting here thinking, $380 million. How does that break down per victim? And if I had somebody here from the research department, well, first of all, the only way we're gonna find out how does it break down per victim is we need to find how many of these young gymnasts were a part of the lawsuit, and then you ask yourself the question: to what extent um, does this lawsuit go? I mean, after they get this 380 million, if somebody who wasn't a part of the initial lawsuit, will they be able to file a lawsuit against the USA Gymnastics or the USOPC, United States Olympic Committee? Would they be able to do it, or is this going to be the thing that puts the nail in the coffin and say once this $380 million is handed out, nothing else will be done? And right, and that's the thing that bothers me. I don't know the answer to. Oh wow, I don't like that. No, I don't like that little bro. That kind of touched me kind of a little different. I mean, so if some of these children who are young ladies who are affected, um, and some of these young ladies who was affected by Dr. Nasser or whatever the hell his name is, if they weren't a part of this lawsuit, they wouldn't be able to bring their own now since this one is already yeah, this is one thing I'm gonna have to dissect and find out how many victims because if it was 380 victims, it ain't gonna be much money. And it's really sad. And the thing is, you ask yourself, should they have settled? Because once you take out legal fees out of this $380 million, which may possibly bring it down to maybe $180 million. I'm just guesstimating. I'm not saying that it will. But then you have to calculate into how many young ladies are part of this lawsuit and then you're gonna have to divide it by the number of people that is a part of a lawsuit to come up with But at the end, you know what? No shade. But at the end of the day, there's not enough money in the world that's gonna ever be able to heal these young ladies from the trauma that they went through at the hands of this doctor. I mean, you sit back and ask, well, how how deep do you do background checks on these doctors? Or see, I can go there. If I go there, I might say something that is not wise for me to say. So you have to be very careful what I say because this is the World Wide Web, and I don't want to misrepresent anything or anybody. So I just I think they should have fought for a much bigger settlement. I'm not there. I'm not them, but I would have. I personally would have. I don't think the $380,000 is enough, and since it is considered a settlement, that's it. And you know what, Eric, and that's the thing. And this thing has went on for 20 years plus. And but just keep in mind now, see now y'all ready to get me now y'all ready to get me going. And keep in mind that these are all most of them who endured this traumatic experience were elite gymnasts. They weren't your regular, you know, high school gymnasts. And don't get me wrong, you do have some high school gymnasts that are elite gymnasts, but most of these young ladies are elite gymnasts. You have to ask yourself, how many? It's not. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Eric. It's not. I wouldn't care if it was only 100 people who filed on this lawsuit. That's not enough. You know, sometimes you ended up with these settlements. Sometimes I think these settlements end up doing more hurt than it do more harm than it do help. You know, and this is my thing. If this went on for 20 years, why are they so quick to settle? No matter how you slice it, it is most definitely an open and shut case. Boom, bam, bada boom, bada bam, bada boom, bada bam. Um, and I don't know if this is just is this the whole thing? Is it this supposed to be for the doctors and for the coaches who knew and didn't do anything and things of that nature? Boom, 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 boom. I just it really teased me off. I'll put it that way. And that's what I'm saying. There's no price that you can put on um, something that would affect these young ladies for the rest of their lives. This is a part of their life for the rest of their lives. There's nothing. I just don't. It's a damn shame that they let it go for so long. Those girls are devastated, and this affect their lives forever. And the sad thing about it is, a lot of these girls were still and are still competing at an elite level, and the elite level is okay. Let me try to like say it to you. Let me try to like explain it to you. Okay, this is basic gymnastics. Okay, just basic gymnastics. You running doing a round off, a round off, a back handspring. Basic. Then you have the trained gymnast, which a little above the when they start training. Then you have the competitive gymnast, which would be high school, college, club teams, um, and then you have the elite, which are not really meant. it may seem like it's a lot, but when you count it, there aren't. Let me do this. I'm gonna do this, y'all know I like to talk and get information at the same time, so we're gonna find out this. How many elite gymnasts are there in the United States?
According to Livestrong.com, level 4 is the common, with 21,766 female athletes and 4,184 male athletes, according to USA Gymnastics. After level 10, a gymnast is considered an elite athlete.
And U.S. gymnasts, check this out. As of date, U.S. gymnasts, U.S. gymnastics has 79 elite women gymnasts and 136 elite men gymnasts as of November the 18th, 2021. Yeah, and you know, and that's something that. And then my thing is, Hugh, the thing that bothers me is I want to know how much of a damn background check did they do on this doctor before they allow him to be the one that was going to take over all of the medical things for these young women. And then my next question is were any elite male gymnasts affected by this scandal? We will find out. How many elite?
Here is it.
Shut up. I done told the thing shut up. How many male elite gymnasts were affected? No. How many elite male gymnasts was affected by the scandal? It's I think USA Gymnastics dropped the ball a long time ago. I mean, but then yeah, but then you think about it, and then Eric and let's keep it real, y'all. Eric and Hugh, y'all know here we go. Y'all know how we like to talk, but let's keep it for real. I mean, how deep is a background check on this level, which I think should be a lot more intense than at a lower level. How deep is this background check at this level? And he has probably been doing this since then, and he's also been charged with with child pornography. I'm like, things like that almost make you want to think that if you have a child that's an elite gymnast, it's like, okay, we thank you for being, allowing us to get at this level and do this and do this and do that, but I would prefer my child to go to her own doctor. And that's what I think is going to happen in the very near future, because I think a lot of these gymnasts and their parents have actually lost faith and faith in USA gymnastics. I mean, come on, y'all, let's get it together. Y'all suck. And keep in mind, if this has been going on for 20 years, then you also have to realize that this possibly may have affected Mary Lou Retton, Dominique Dawes, um, Dominique Mucciani, um, Kathy Johnson. Um, I'm naming some of the elite gymnasts of years past. Gabby Douglas. Um, so and we're talking about elite, and we're talking about elite to the point that these are Olympic level gymnasts. So I'm like, it it has killed USA gymnastics. I don't know what. Hey Tracy, miss you, bro. How you doing? I don't know if in the mindset, if I was a parent who had an elite gymnast and he or she were blessed to make it to the Olympic level and make the Olympic team, I'm sorry, say what you want to say, do what you want to do, but my child will be being seen by their own private physician. Period. Right. He started out at Michigan State, and the sad thing about that is he had young ladies there that he was messing around with. So this is what's, oh my God, y'all forgive me. This is what's really pissing me off. I mean, this man has had a track record for fucking years. When I say years, I mean years. And he's even affected some of the gymnasts at Michigan State. Come on, y'all got, come on, we got to do better, right? And there are some college, not many, but there are a couple of college level gymnasts who are considered elite gymnasts. Maybe, let's see, maybe if the United States have 79 female elite gymnasts, I'm just guessing and I could be wrong, maybe 9 of them are out of um, at the college level. But most, I'm not saying all, most elite gymnasts um, never do college gymnastics, and um, most of them attend college after their Olympic, you know, Olympic careers are over. Then that's when they go back. But you got to think back 20 years with with USA Gymnastics, and I don't know how many years this same doctor was the doctor for Michigan State. It's crazy, y'all. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. Never. Once that is taken, once that is taken, then you sit back and think, how dirty was this? I mean, what did he say to these young ladies to make them not open their mouths for such a long period of time? And we weren't there, but it's a lot of things that can be said to these young ladies that would um deter them from telling. Hopefully, we may, maybe not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday, maybe we'll hear a little more on this when we join my brothers Lee, Hugh, and I call my brother by his last name, ha, Hugh and Ebuck on Game Time Audible here on Facebook Live and YouTube at 8 p.m. on Wednesday. So all you guys who like sports, maybe Major League Baseball, maybe hockey, maybe whatever. Even sports that my brother don't consider sports. If you like curling, come on up there on Wednesday and just put a bug in their ear and give them something to talk about because they will talk. Even though my brothers don't think curling is a sport, who cares? All right, y'all. We're ready to. That's not what I wanted to do. We're ready to go over some scores from yesterday's game. We'll know what happened to them Ravens, but anyway. and we're gonna talk about you know, it was that far into. Come on, you bunch of dummies. Well, as of right now, the Cardinals and the Rams are playing, and it's 3-0 in the first quarter, and 9:56 left. Okay, y'all ready for some games? Me too, Hugh. I want to. Well, I don't know if I'm be. I don't know if I'm be able to do because I've been a felon, bust my ass being on somebody's ice. Okay. Okay, here we go. Yesterday, we have the 49ers and the Bengals 26-23. We had the Green Bay Packers against the Bears 45 Packers 30 Bears. So that what the hell did I just do? This thing started all the way at the bottom, so I'm going all the way back to the top. Okay, we had the Vikings. That's not the Saints and the Jets. Oh wow. Saints 30, the Jets 9. Well, this was a good game, guys. The Falcons and the Panthers 29-21. What y'all think about that? You know, Hugh, I kind of like that game too, but I think that game was what was what I expected. It reminded me of a Washington Dallas game of old. I see the Seahawks showing off a little bit too. They're so damn confused. I don't know what the hell the Seahawks are doing. The Seahawks 33, the Texans 13. And the Chiefs are showing up and they're showing out and they're confusing the hell out of me because one minute they like boom, 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 they dead. They just spanking asses left and right. Then the next minute we had the Chiefs 48 and the Raiders 9. We had the Browns 24 and the Ravens 22. Well, you know all my neighbors was upset about that, honey. And they didn't like that too much. Chad, they beat. I think the Raiders just had their damn practice team in yesterday or something. Then you had the Titans 20. That's my daughter's team to 0 against the Jaguars. You know, after Detroit got that one little win, honey, I guess they didn't get too excited because the Broncos beat the shit out of them 38-10. Then we had then the Chargers confused me too because one minute they up, the next minute they down. We had the Chargers 37, the Giants 21. Like I said, we had the 49ers 26 and the Bengals 23, and that went into overtime. We had the Broncos 33-23 over the Bills, and that was in overtime. And we had the Packers 45-30. And as you know, right now we're on Monday night we're doing the Cardinals and the Rams, and that's 3-0 in the first quarter, 8-13. I don't mean no harm. And I was talking to Ebuck about this earlier. I don't know. I don't know. Well, how many is it? Eric, how many players? How many players out there with the Lions who tested positive for COVID? But like I said, yesterday's game, it's just like I said, I don't know. I mean, I sit back, I look at the Chiefs, and one time they were hot, then they fell off, and then they hot. And just like I said, and I said this too, Anybody who ever even talks sports with me, and I'll say it again and probably say it until the end of the season, this has been um, the most competitive season that I mean, a season like this, I mean, yeah, right. This has been like the most, y'all see my little nappy knees? This has been the most competitive. I don't know. I don't. I think I would. I don't know. I just don't think it's would be fair to actually play on a team and some. I mean, everybody has their right. Yes, you do. That's your right. You have it. But I don't know how I would feel playing on a team with over 50 players last Sunday out due to COVID throughout the throughout the league. And the Chicago Bulls just canceled their next two games. I don't know. I don't think I consciously could be at my best playing a sport when you're dealing with COVID and at any given point in time, any of your teammates can come up with COVID. I don't know, I don't think that it's set too well with me. And I don't know, it's just, but then if you, I mean, but you know, you also got to look at if they don't play, they don't get paid. I don't know. This shit right here is a real serious catch 22 because you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. But what we're going to do is we're going to take a commercial break and we're going to come back and we're going to talk a little bit about all things Baltimore. Is that okay with y'all? We're going to take this commercial break and we will. Trying to find a commercial I want. And we will be back. Hey, bitches.
And now, once again, from the iconic city of Baltimore, we bring you season 2 of Helena Hologram. Hey, bitches, let's talk about it. The views and or opinions expressed here on Game Time Audible is that of the host and or guest, and does not.
I don't know how they got on there. But guys, I am really sorry, but I'm going to have to leave the show Something just came up. Y'all just do me a favor. Please keep me in your prayers, okay? Whew.